Hello and welcome to the third episode of Vokta Gaming's MythCast. This is our final replay from the Belgian myth player aLLora. I was wrong, it is not a TVT. We have another TVP for you, hopefully of a different style than the earlier one. As you will have noticed, I essentially have Alzheimer's. My memory is so bad. I forget the names of players as soon as I tab out of the game, which makes it very, very hard to label both replays and these videos. Nonetheless, we'll be looking at aLLora's TVP. It's up against LC's Goldi. So this is going to be an interesting one. A little bit of background again on clan mythology, because it's been a whole video since I mentioned it. They are a European team with some wonderful sponsors that you can see at the very bottom underneath where it says SCV. Game Shop, Antagonist, and one I can't read because I'm not wearing my glasses. But they exist at www.clan-myth.com, a link to which is in the description. And they started off as a clan based around having fun, enjoying the game, and being generally awesome people. Founded by Robert Winter, who sadly passed away. But now, Odin is taking us into the pro scene. Already one of the favourites in the DSCL, the Dutch StarCraft League Team League. And hoping they can get all the way through to the live finals, flying out there and taking the game. Because honestly, that would be fantastic. But they're also doing a lot more to push into the pro scene. I know we've seen a few of their players already popping up in the WCS EU qualifiers. No one managing to qualify yet, but there is an awful lot of competition. We're seeing 512 player brackets, 1,024 player brackets, that kind of thing. And with only 2 spots per day, and with only 1 day left, it's very, very hard for people to get through. We're seeing really, really top names. I was witnessing the other day when MVP Tails was knocked out, and a fantastic, very top level player, but even he is unable to get through. So we'll have to see how things move on. aLLora doing the standard opening that he seems to do in every game so far, which is Reaper opening. I'd love to see a TVT from him to see if he does the same. We are back on Korhal City, the map I veto when I play on ladder. And Goldi is going for a standard 1 gas opening. We see a lot of people doing these 2 gas openings, 2 in each nowadays, but Goldi sticking with the old standard, so possibly intended to be an expansion off the back of this. You've got to be careful, but since he's doing a good scout here, and he'll see the SCV, will he? Oh, nice. Good hide there from aLLora of that SCV. If Goldi sees that SCV there, he knows his opponent's expanding, and he goes, okay. Boom, Nexus. Now he doesn't know what's happening. Yeah, he hasn't seen much, but he's seen the repair, he's seen a barracks, and he's seen a gas. Now he has to start thinking, well, what am I doing? You know, what is aLLora's plan here? What is my opponent's plan? So now he has to throw down a second barracks before, a second gateway before he can expand. This Stalker will catch the Reaper, but it doesn't matter. He gets a good scout off. Will he see? Doesn't see the Twilight Council, goes to the attack instead, which I don't think was the wise move. Could have almost seen the Twilight Council, because that does indicate that a Dark Shrine is going to be in the future of this game. It's way too early for it to be a blink timing attack, I really feel like. I mean, there is always the potential, but I'm feeling like Dark Shrine is more likely. Especially with the 2 gas up. He's still going to want to expand, though. That is totally the plan here. There is a 2 base here. If you're on Korhal City and you're not either doing a cheese or a 2 base, you're doing something wrong. Boom, double marine is finished, and now the Stalker's going to have to be careful. Can effectively kite these marines, but good start stepping in, good control. Sadly does not keep that marine alive, and so this will start to go down, but the Stalker's not going to be able to do too much here. SCVs are coming out to fight it now and just trying to block it up while the next 2 marines come out. Do have another Stalker coming over to help out. This command center is finished. He's going to want to be morphing it to an orbital command very shortly, but right now he's just working on staying safe. Engineering bay goes up, second refinery goes up, and a Marauder with Stim is on the way. First 2 marines are out again to defend, but I don't know about this by aLLora. He's losing them awfully quickly, not starting to stay back, but here's the Marauder. And now 2 marines pop behind, so this Stalker is dead. This one's got to run 28 health. Proxy pylon going down. It is going to be a blink build. So there we go. What do I know about StarCraft 2 or Protoss? With 4 gates behind it, this could be a really big pressure. And you do have this big wide open space to bump up into here and start to do damage to either the second base or over here. Factory's going to be done. He's going to go straight into Starport off the back of this if his previous games are anything to go by. aLLora sticking with the standard bio medevac style in TVP. So let's see. Are you going to produce anything from this? Nope. Starport. Bam. Reactor. Yeah. Marine, Marauder, medevac. Good, solid builds from a good, solid player. So finally the 4 gates are done. Blink is almost done. There's 3 Stalkers already made. So now in total we have 5 Stalkers on the way. Right now we have enough to hold it. 2 Marauders and 7 Marines. But it's going to start to get close with being able to get 4 at once with a time warp from the Mothership Core. Interesting that he's bringing the Mothership Core, that he's made it so late and he's bringing it now. So it's only going to be used for time warp, not for recall. We're a little bit away from recall at the moment, and a blink comes up, good vision from that. And now he's going to come in and try and put some economic pressure onto aLLora. aLLora, do you have enough to hold this? I like this, just pulling the SCVs away from there, waiting until Stim is done. And now he knows that blink away his potential. And I think it's a little bit of an early Stim. I think perhaps he should have known that blink could have been coming out as an escape mechanism. So I feel like he'd have been better off before these medevacs were done with just a normal attack and then only stimming if his opponent did not remove himself from the battle. But nonetheless, we now have the ability to recall from this Mothership Core, allowing Goldi to commit more to this attack than he normally would. We've got a Templar Archives on the way, so going into High Templar and Archons off the back of this, which is a great move by the Protoss player. But here comes that Marine Marauder force, forcing to blink away. He's going to have to either run or recall. He can't keep this up for that much longer. I know he wants to keep the opponent in the base, but medevacs are out now. Drops are going to be available. More barracks are going to start to go down. It's going to take us to 3 barracks, and we can see definitely 2 more. Lands the factory and actually starts repairing it as well. Another nice stim, and that's going to die. Good time warp, but the Mothership Core's gone, and that has to be the end of this aggression, surely. Take a look at the worker count. Very, very similar there, and with this unit count, it's got to get out of there. High Templar's on the way, Psystorm on the way. He is making them at home, which could be useful against medevac drops in the future, but we've already got one coming. It's being boosted across. The Stalkers, though, are going home. I don't know if this pylon would have just caught it. He's not reacting with the High Templar, though. He's bringing them to the outside of his base. And that could be a problem because he could have done with a few feedbacks there, or even storms once it's done. So here comes the drop. Unit falling into that mineral line, killing so many probes, and now stimming into this army. Psystorm is not yet done, so these High Templars aren't going to be able to do much. Good feedbacks. Good morph into an Archon as well, not losing the High Templars to that attack. So a decent defense from Goldi, but 12 workers killed in total. And that really did shift aLLora into the lead, and bam, Ghost Academy as a response. Saw the High Templar, saw the morph into an Archon. So boom, straight up Ghost response. That's what you want. EMPs will win you this game. Good snipes as well. Wouldn't surprise me to see Goldi moving out soon to try and take a 3rd base, getting rid of the rocks here. You do not want to be heading down here and taking this base with drops coming out of your opponent from here. Not worth it at all. So this pylon's going to get taken down. No more forward pylon for you from aLLora. Goldi, though, he's pushing out. Is this his first forge? These upgrades are going to be very, very late, and that's a problem. With an early attack like that, you're really hoping to catch your opponent by surprise and do an awful lot of damage, and Goldi was not able to do that. aLLora was the one who's really done the damage so far, and oh my god, a good stim here! You can catch all of these High Templars! 2 good storms, but 2 High Templars are dead from there. Unfortunately for him, no ghost yet for EMPs. He's got to get out of here. Got to boost those medevacs away. Otherwise, he's going to get caught with a blink. Okay. Unable to boost in time. The blink does catch him. 2 more medevacs lost there than potentially could have saved. But now the Ghost Academy's done. We should have ghosts on the way. Right now, it's just Marines and Marauders. He wants to wait for the Mobius Reactor to be done. But a good second drop over here. Forcing workers away. Forcing Goldi to respond. And he's now up to 22 workers killed. And now a blink in from Goldi, though. Goldi really wants to take it here. SCVs are having to be pulled. There are not enough units to defend against this. We've got more Marines and Marauders popping out as fast as possible. Good Blink Micro is keeping this alive for Goldi, but the SCVs are doing their job. There are enough Marines and Marauders here to force the Stalkers away. They have to blink and get out of there. aLLora has held. aLLora has held the attack, and that was all he needed to do. A great drop in the back here. Goldi unit cannon station, we see once again he remains ahead in economy, and that is very, very important. He's ahead in economy, he's ahead in upgrades. In fact, with his Forge Zone, we still have not had anything started. He does not have the gas to do it. He needs a third base. This game has gone on longer than Goldi reckoned it for, which is why no third base. And in fact, aLLora even scans and sees absolutely no base. Checks for this one, and oh my word, his drops are going to come in with Goldi out of his base. Here we go. There's the boost. Feedback is not going to be enough. And that High Templar is gone. These two Zealots are gone as well. Everything he can do to snipe these High Templar is absolutely perfect. Killing more and more units. Keeping aLLora, keeping Goldi in his base, sorry. Pulling away again. More Stalkers being warped in. Will he drop in here? No, he is going to get a blink. And he is going to get caught. I think potentially losing even this one. No, good save of the medevac with all the units in it. More units being a pain here until they get stormed. What are we up to now? 35 workers killed. Great, great moves by aLLora, sticking hard to these drop strategies, and it's paying off. Here comes the third command center now, looking to move out and take this third base. It's been a very aggressive game from both sides, but the aggression has paid off a lot more for aLLora than it has Goldi. And wow, not going to be killing these rocks, instead just pushing out. And this could be a nice time to do it. There's only one High Templar. Oh, stimming away. Does not want to go into that, but with only one High Templar there, I'm interested to see that there are not any ghosts in this army yet. It's very, very strange. Nice dodge of that storm. Really expect to see more and more ghost usage. Again, hitting in the back of this base. It's forcing Goldi away once more. And a good stutter step means these Zealots will not be stopping this drop. More and more units being killed in the main base of Goldi. Goldi is in an awful lot of trouble here. He's got to pull something out of the bag. Finally getting rid of that medevac, but dang, we're down to 28 probes. We're up to 39 killed, and we've got another drop on the way. This command center is now finished, so we should be seeing the destruction of these rocks fairly shortly. And once again, Goldi wants to push out. He keeps wanting to be aggressive, and unfortunately for him, aLLora is just going to keep pushing him back into his main base. There's one cannon up in the expansion. There's none here. One's going up here, but it's way too late. And now again, Goldi has to walk all the way back to his main base. He's got a storm. It's a good storm, but is he going to lose? He loses another High Templar, and he's forced to morph the others into Archons to keep them alive. Oh my word, guys, if you want to see how effective drop play can be as a Terran, this is the guy to watch. The Belgian player here showing exactly what you need to do to keep dropping. And then we've got +2/+2 on the way, whereas +1 armor only just finishing now for Goldi. And that's a really big problem for this Protoss player. Gateway units are not the most efficient of units. You really need those upgrades. And now with no High Templar here, only Archons, this is not going to help him. We've got 2 High Templar up here and not enough energy between them for a Psystorm. aLLora could really press this. That orbital command is done. He really, for me, wants to be taking this third base, or even expanding away from his opponent and taking this base here. Either way, he wants to be taking those before his SCV starts to mine everything out. So now the High Templars will have enough energy for those Psystorms, but we do have EMPs available. Nice blink back there by Goldi to get into a better position. aLLora doesn't want to fully commit to this attack yet. Not with those Psystorms about. He needs to be careful about clumping up his units like this. One good Psystorm will hit all of them. Nice snipe there. He needs to get this other one though. The second High Templar falls. Only one storm goes off, and one storm is not going to be enough. Goldi's going to have to retreat here. And with Goldi retreating, he's got less and less units. He's trying to upgrade his armor. He's already towards +2 armor, but +2 attack is about to finish. And that is going to be the time, I think, for aLLora to continue this push to kill absolutely everything here. Sees those High Templar though. He's going to want to pull away. Does not want to get hit by more Psystorms. He wants to get these ghosts in there. Just EMP or snipe. That's all you need. No personal cloaking. Just EMP anyway. You're going to lose them. Loses 2 of the 3 ghosts. May as well have EMP dead. Nice dodge of that storm. We've now got 1 storm left for Goldi. 1 storm left to save this game. He's trying to take a third base, but it's going to be so hard to keep that if he can't. I mean, if he can't hold this push, he's dead anyway. But even if he holds it, it's going to be hard to keep. So we've got more and more High Templars coming down, but none of them have Storm yet. He has to wait for that energy to build, and he's losing so many Stalkers. It's not going to be enough. Goldi is dead here. He's having to morph them to Archons because the energy will not be there. aLLora is in the main base of Goldi. He's managed to push right the way through. Incredible Storm dodges. Playing very sensibly, very safe all game long. Goldi saying he can't play on this map. I know that feeling, man. As a Protoss player, it is so hard. But really, it came down to the lack of drop defense. aLLora managed to push him all through that game, keep him back in the main, never ever let him get up. And Goldi, you, I'm afraid, are very dead. Yes, every time you try to go out, you get dropped. That's what happens when you play against Terrans. That's where you get drop defense. Anyway, well played comes out from Goldi as aLLora takes that game. Oh, what a great series of 3 games there from aLLora. That's it for MythCast today, but I'll be back in the future when I get more and more replays from the Clan Mythology players. Don't forget to support them and myself at www.clan-myth.com to keep an eye out for our upcoming matches and shows and all that good jazz. Thank you very much for watching. I am done casting for today. Now I'm going to go eat some dinner and get ready for my tournament later today as I take on SCV Rush's Gold Platinum tournament and try and prove that I'm a better player than Odin. The most important thing. Guys, thank you very much for watching. See you all next time.